and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Chicago Bulls.
And the matchup with the Timberwolves, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Ivica Zubac is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Trey Mann. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Brown in at the 3. And for the Heat, they've got Jonas Valanciunas. Naz Reid out there with Durant. Then it's Smith. And it's Maxey in at the point guard position. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Charlotte. Pass to Nesmith. Valanciunas with the ball. That 3 off the mark. Here's Mann. Here's Brown. Defended by Durant. Curry from deep three-point land. Good on the triple.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Maxey against Curry. Valanciunas. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Curry. He really played well in that last game against Charlotte. Zubac, bounce pass, 5 to shoot. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter, and he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim. You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Curry. He's got 6. And the layup is good. Curry's got 8 points.
That's tremendous balance. Steph's ability to keep his composure in that tough situation, work in a tight space, that's impressive.
Markkanen against Reid. Here's Durant. Valanciunas passes to Durant. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. All right, a chance to check out stats for Kevin Durant.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to talk to his guys. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. In the 3rd spot, the Spurs. In 4th, the Heat.
You know, it's been interesting to see both clubs really clamping down with their pressure on the ball defensively. I mean, forcing turnovers and then getting out in transition to score.
And the shot is good.
This is how quick off the draw Durant is. Great timing.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Curry, that's good. He's got 10.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Maxey kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Nesmith. Right side Durant. Rebound San Antonio. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat. And Curry, here we go. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Now Nesmith. Back to Maxey. There's the drive. It's rebounded by Curry. Spurs leading by 6. Back to man. Pass to Curry. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Screened by Valanciunas. Here's Nesmith. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's where Jonas is going to do most of his damage. Down low, playing physical, and knocking guys around.
Curry against Maxey. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
As we advance through the second half of the season, Brent, how do you keep your focus as a player?
Well, what have you established, Kevin, to this point in the year? I mean, what are the habits that have gotten you to this point? Are they working for you? Are you staying consistent with those? And I think over the course of time, you're going to get more positive out of habits that are creating an environment for you to have better performances and not take you away from what the remainder of this grinding long season is all about.
Markkanen from outside. San Antonio again missing. Here's Wiggins. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now Curry. 15 points in the game. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. And another basket for Miami.
And great hustle from Maxey in the open court, getting there on the fast break.
Curry passes to Okoro. Back to Curry. The 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they forced.
Well, all those turnovers made it a scrappy game, which suits them. They caused a lot of chaos with their defense, which played right into their hands.
Here's Brown. Following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Stolen by Reed. Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
Well, so much of transition is just running hard and getting to the spot. Andrew Wiggins did it that time.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Santi Aldama comes in for Reed. Durant's checked in for Aaron Nesmith. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Maxey. Here's Prosper. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. Curry is inside. He's guarded by Schroeder. Curry with the bucket. Curry's got 17 now.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Wiggins finds Schroeder. Wiggins sets a screen for Schroeder. Back to Wiggins. Lets it go from the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. He's got 8. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Spurs. They trail by 1. Shoots over Schroeder. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
What else can you say about Steph Curry? Simply one of the greatest shooters we've ever seen.
Outside, KD. Clock at 4. That shot missing. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the San Antonio Spurs. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
Miami trailing. We've got Durant. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Carter in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. San Antonio with the ball. After the miss from KD. Curry outside. Rebound by the Heat.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Wiggins. 9-point game his last outing. Here's Carter. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Miami no good on that time either. So it's San Antonio now. In the corner, Okoro with it. Outside Curry. Pass to Krejci. Takes the 3. He can't get that one to fall. The Heat have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
And that one misses. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Stephen Curry. Putting up about 18 points per, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
First one falls for him. That one is no good. Spurs trail by 4. Wilson the pass to Krejci. Here's Prosper. Down low. Krejci, no good. The Heat have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And timeout is called by Erik Spoelstra. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And the Heat with some changes. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Wendell Carter. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Santi Aldama. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Schroeder finds KD. Tries it again. That shot off the mark. Excellent D there from Markkanen. It's deflected. Pass to Mann. Here's the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Mann's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, here's Nesmith. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
What a response here from Wiggins, marching right back and answering with a triple.
Outside, Markkanen. Markkanen a screen on Schroeder. Here's Curry. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Outside, Markkanen. Curry against Schroeder. Shoots the 3. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots the 3. Brett, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA have shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
Mann can't hit. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Wiggins. Mann with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Mann with it. He's against Wiggins. Mann can't hit. To the middle. Durant uses his size and close.
Yeah, sometimes nothing to do with Durant. His size lets him defeat the inside contact.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. Show us those moves.
Reed, he's checked in for the Heat. Maxey comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Zubac is checked in for the Spurs. Christian Brown comes in for Curry. Markkanen passes to Mann. Zubats a screen on Maxey. Mann finds Zubats. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
That's a nice opportunity for Zubats, and he cashes in.
Wiggins outside. And Wiggins throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Okoro. Following the score by Miami. Screen by Zubats. Two open that time. Made it look too easy. Mann's got 6 in the quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Wiggins surveying the floor. 5 on the clock. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Nothing to force here. Wiggins patient, and he found the open man.
1:27 left here in the second. Outside, Markkanen. No good from outside.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Maxey's got the lead up to 8 now for Miami. Outside, Markkanen. Here's Mann. He's covered by Maxey. A 15-footer, and it's Miami with the rebound. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. And that one's good. Wiggins.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside, Markkanen. Back to Mann. They need this. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Valanciunas. Miami leading by 10. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Wiggins. The Heat need to get a shot off. Reed. And with the rebound.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And so it's Miami going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. KD, you're running and gunning out there. How much fun is it when the offense is flowing like that?
Well, I think this team is very well disciplined, and they do all the details. We just wanted to play harder, man. And I think we got some steals, got some fast break points, and we're playing together. Everybody touching the ball. It's just fun when we play like that. So we got to continue to do that.
KD, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race. Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for every team in the league, so I'd like to ask him first, Ernest.
Well, everybody wanted me, Kenny. Don't be jealous. I say L.A. is way up there. You know, because you're always home. Especially during the 3P days. It was very, very hot there.
Yeah, you kind of set yourself up for that one, Jeff.
I know.
Now let's talk about what's been going on in our game. I think we've got to start with Andrew Wiggins.
His performance in the first half, Diesel approved. Plays physical, Diesel approved. Doing most of his damage right at the rim, of course, Diesel approved.
Diesel approved defense. The praise doesn't come any higher than that. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Curry has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Now you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
The Heat leading by 10. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Stephen Curry. Ivica Zubac is out there with Markkanen. Then it's Trey Mann. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the stripe.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
And he makes the first. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Curry buries the 3 shot.
Curry with such a smooth three-point shot. Are there better mechanics in the league?
Curry against Maxey. Reed with a screen on Curry. Here's Maxey. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Spurs trail by 9. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And what a finish by Maxey with that contact. That took a lot of guts.
The Heat have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Free throw good, Maxey. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Curry passes to Zubac. Markkanen with it. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Zubac against Valanciunas. Outside Curry. Another miss by Curry.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
San Antonio with the rebound.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Here's Mann. Takes it inside. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. Number 5, the Spurs.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Curry's got space from out on the wing. He knocks it down. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Kevin Durant. And with a top 20 ranking and field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think. The Heat leading by 10. Pass to Nesmith. Durant feeling it out a bit. Confident finish by Durant.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Brown. And it's Durant with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
And Reed throws it down.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. The Heat shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Wiggins is checked in for Miami. The Spurs also with the sub. Okoro's checked in.
Third team foul. Now at the line, Tyrese Maxey. If a player is fouled.
Free throw good, Maxey.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Pass to Okoro. Now Markkanen. Zubac's a screen on Katie. And that one, good. Markkanen's got his second basket of the night.
A big boost to their chemistry when Markkanen is operating the pick and roll that well. Teams need their bigs to master that set.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 15.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Pass to Okoro. To the inside. Durant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And how about the acrobatics from Andrew Wiggins? Way up that time.
Spurs trail by 18. Man with it. 8 points for him. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Bangs home the trifecta. Markkanen's got 7.
It's not a secret that Markkanen can stroke it from long distance, and that ability, that's going to help open up the floor for his teammates.
Pass to Wiggins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
They've been in the zone from mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And both free throws good for Wiggins.
And Andrew Wiggins came into this league as such a special talent. It's so great to see all of that blossoming this far into his career.
Now here's Markkanen. He has 7. Here's Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Wow. he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Spurs shooting their second and third free throws tonight. The first one falls. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Stephen Curry hits them both.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Why don't we take this chance now to show you the most active wing defenders in the league? These are this season's steals leaders at small forward. Now you look at Nesmith, such quick hands, second in the NBA.
And this is the set of guys that can do as much or more damage with their defense as they can with their offense. They know how to swoop in for a steal from anywhere on the floor.
Just a great job of anticipation. These guys defend the entire court in transition, in the half-court set. It doesn't matter. They're out there agitating, disrupting, doing everything they can to unsettle an opposing offense.
Carter, he's checked in for Miami. Santi Aldama comes in for Kevin Durant. Maxey hits them both.
It felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Man with it. He's covered by Maxey. Pass to Okoro. And the basket by Prosper. Prosper's got his first 2 points of the night.
Okoro showing his ability to find an open teammate.
Maxey looking it over. Wiggins kicks to Maxey. And he drives in. Here's Carter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Heat lead by 17.
Bully ball at its finest there. Carter Jr. brings a physical presence to this team.
Pass to Prosper. 1:36 left in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Man can't hit.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Aldama. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Here's Krejci, covered by Wiggins. Pass to Man. And here is Okoro. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Over in the corner, Zubac. And a miss there on the triple. Miami leading by 17. To the paint. Here's Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
They're playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Man with it. He's covered by Maxey. Pass to Prosper. On the wing, Man. Looking to get it going, and the layup is up and in. Man's got 10 points.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Outside, Maxey. On the wing. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the Heat. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. Back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Wiggins is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Durant. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's Aldama at the power forward position. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Curry. Three-pointer. Aldama with the rebound. Curry against Schroeder. Pass to Aldama. Back to Schroeder. KD with it. Jacks up a three. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Krejci. Now here's Curry. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Heat. KD's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now Schroeder. Carter with it. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
Curry passes to Krejci. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Powered down as the whistle blows. A 3-point play chance.
Okoro with a nice decision to share in the ball.
Neesmith, he's checked in for Wiggins. San Antonio also making a switch. Trey Mann, he's checked in for Okoro. Heat leading by 17. Outside, KD lets it fly from 18. And he hits the jump shot. Durant's got 7 points for the quarter.
Look at KD, mid-range jumper. It's automatic.
Here's Mann. Neesmith covering. Krejci passes to Curry. Clock at 6. Pass to Prosper. And it's sent back by Carter.
How about the anticipation from Carter Jr.? Has a strong sense for when to go after that block shot. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And the basket by Krejci.
Elite passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Pass to Aldama. Now Kevin Durant. And it's off from 3-point range. Wilson the pass to Mann. Launches it. Sinks the 3-pointer.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Schroeder outside. Inside. Aldama. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And the Heat lead by 18.
And that's why Schroeder has a spot in the rotation. Coach recognizes his passing ability. He sets up his teammates well.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. A different look for Miami. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Reed comes in for Santi Aldama. And Maxey subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. On defense, the Heat. 22 is their biggest lead. Spurs passing it around. Man passes to Markkanen. Fades and shoots. It's hauled in by the Heat. Valanciunas has got 8 rebounds in this game. Neesmith up top, defended by Man. And the wide open shot from Reed sinks the triple.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Spurs trail by 21. Outside Curry. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Man. Neesmith covering. Back to Markkanen. 4 on the clock and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Outside, Maxey. No good. This miss, number 4 in 10 shots. Man passes to Markkanen. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Valanciunas, and he lays it straight in.
And Valanciunas on the roll. Really hard to convince somebody to get in front of that.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Outside, Markkanen to end the run, and the dunk by Zubac.
He wanted to shoot that ball, but you see your teammate wide open. Be a good teammate. Make the delivery.
Well, Heat leading by 21. Maxey kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Neesmith. Durant for 3. Kicks it out to Maxey. Launches a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Reeves got 6 points in the quarter.
Fantastic look from Durant. Such an underrated playmaker.
Outside, Markkanen. Curry against Maxey. Curry looking around. Nails the wide open jump shot. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Miami.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Andrew Wiggins.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Here's Maxey after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Maxey passes to Reed. Excellent D there from Markkanen. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Curry on the wing. Pass to Brown. Markkanen with it. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. Curry on the wing. And another basket for San Antonio. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long.